Speak BMW automobiles in America, and you're inundated with all sorts of terms that derive from Wall Street yuppies to Beverly Hills glamour queens. One thing is for sure, the BMW auto brand is classy at its best, from coast to coast. Speak BMW Motorrad, though, and things shift a bit. It's not so classy, but utilitarian, the old man's bike, if you dare. BMW Motorrad understands this, and is out to change things. The Bavarian manufacturer says it wants to distance itself from having youngsters refer to BMW motorcycles as simply the bike my father rides. Yes, the S1000RR has attracted a much younger sport bike crowd, but it didn't address other more hip cultures of motorcycling. BMW began responding in 2013 during its 90th anniversary with the launch of the BMW R NineT. The bike immediately garnered success across all markets, and especially with the custom crowds that own shops from the heart of California motorcycling to Brooklyn. This exercise of garnering attention from the youngsters continued with the latest in its heritage lineup, the BMW R NineT Scrambler. Its minimalist looks offer a larger platform for customization. Look cool, feel cool, and all while costing $2,095 less than the R NineT's $15,095 price. BMW Motorrad USA product manager Brian Carey adds justification to this testament, saying the naked bike was designed with emotional styling for the younger crowd, one built for easy customization of any sort. The main point of this exercise in Scramblerville is to bring on new BMW customers. There's no questioning the BMW Scrambler's looks, but how's the ride? We headed to a 3-day launch that began in upstate New Jersey, followed by nearly 300 miles of riding throughout the Garden State and the sleepy Hudson Valley down through Manhattan and finally Brooklyn. BMW Scrambler tech. Although the engine and mainframe is the same as the standard R NineT, the Scrambler is not just an R NineT with upswept exhaust and fork gaiters. Starting with the wheels, the Scrambler arrives with a 19-inch front instead of the 17-incher on the base R NineT. Also, the Scrambler gets taller bars and a higher seat, along with a minimalistic gauge cluster that features a speedometer, odometer, 2 tripmeters, and engine temperature. No tachometer here. The only thing you truly need the cluster for is knowing if the ABS or traction control are off or when the need to go hooligan surfaces, though I did miss a gear indicator and found myself reach for a 7th gear a few times. BMW Scrambler engine. The traditional air-cooled 1170cc flat twin engine produces 110 horsepower at 7,750 rpm, and has the character that's true to boxer engines, power throughout the rev range. Though not as refined as BMW's Wasserboxer, it offers an analog character and revs freely, providing a romantic pulsation throughout the chassis when twisting it on. Don't expect any buzz from the handlebar or footpegs when at cruising speeds or throttling around town. Power was never an issue, the Scrambler able to power wheelie in first gear without slipping the clutch. You can drop it down to 1500 rpm in 6th gear and chug around the city all day without ever worrying about having enough pull to pick up speed. Triple digits are always a half throttle away when in the upper range of the smooth shifting 6-speed transmission. BMW Scrambler electronics and chassis. In regards to electronics, the Scrambler arrives with 1-channel, switchable ABS, and 0 rider modes, something I didn't miss because I usually keep other BMWs in their sportiest engine map. The true essentials of modern motorcycles, heated grips and switchable traction control, are factory options. Our test bike was loaded, and the heated grips were used for about 80% of the ride. There's something any rider can use when the temps drop below, say, 75 degrees. The ABS and traction control performed flawlessly, though I had them switched off for most of the day. Wheelies and pitching this machine sideways in the dirt is too much fun. BMW Scrambler. From off-road to the city, the Scrambler name conjures up ideas of off-road racing, or street bikes converted for dirt use, depending on the era. This Scrambler will handle fire roads without issue, especially with the optional at no additional cost Metzeler Karoo 3 70% street/30% off-road over the Metzeler Turin street rubber. Still, the treaded Karoo tires are intended for a hip look rather than off-road trashing. BMW expects many to order the bike with those Karoo tires. The Scrambler's seat is higher at 32.3 inches versus the R NineT's 30.9 and repositioned. This didn't present any issues for my 32-inch inseam. The bars are also taller, which helped while standing up off-road, and added some comfort while cruising down US Route 9 into Manhattan's financial district. Nice, but again, the bars were intended purely for enhanced aesthetics. The bars also feature adjustable control levers. Concluding thoughts: 2017 BMW R NineT Scrambler City Scramblers. It seems everyone is offering one. Now, Germany has its own version that, just like the others Neo Scramblers, was created to cater to style rather than the 1960s idea of a true off-road bike. BMW says 79% of R NineT buyers attribute style/design as the top reason for purchase, which is more than twice the segment average. The Scrambler offers much more in styling over the R NineT, though at the cost of a bit less handling performance. But, really, the Scrambler is not about handling. If that's a priority and you crave the simplicity of naked motorcycling at its best, the standard R NineT is still there. The Scrambler is a motorcycle that feeds off pure emotion, and if it doesn't get your inner moto soul churning, well, you just may be soulless. The 2017 BMW R NineT Scrambler is the idea of motorcycle seduction at its finest, regardless if it's parked in the corner of a rural garage or amid skyscrapers.